Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope and Carter's engagement is doomed. According to previews for the Bold and the Beautiful, Carter Walton and Hope Logan have very little chance of getting married and saying, "I do." Although everyone at Forrester Creations is excited about the impending wedding, there will be a lot of turbulence before the couple even chooses a date. Here are some spoilers for what will happen on Bold and Beautiful next week. Deacon Sharp spoke with his daughter and future son-in-law last week on their engagement. Although Hope's father made it apparent that he had concerns about Carter following his liaison with Daphne Rose, Brooke Logan is excited to begin organizing her mother-of-the-bride arrangements. The owner of the Il Giardino restaurant is certain that his daughter would suffer harm, which is the last thing Deacon wants. Deacon is unaware that he is more correct than he thinks. Will Hope Logan experience yet another heartbreak? Daphne Rose is returning to Los Angeles, according to Bold and Beautiful comings and goings, and spoilers indicate she is still attempting to woo Hope's boyfriend. Since Daphne was no longer involved, Hope found it simple to move on from Carter's predicament with her at Forrester Creations. However, running into her at work every day and witnessing her flirt with Carter every day will be a different story. Hope Logan might begin spending more time with her dying ex-husband Liam Spencer, while Carter is having affairs with women at work. According to rumors, Liam's fight with cancer may motivate him to hook up with Hope one last time, and she would be more than happy to do so if Carter was to reunite with Daphne Rose. Do you genuinely believe that Carter and Hope will tie the knot? Are Deacon Sharp's predictions regarding his daughter's failed engagement accurate? Will is shot by Luna with a gun intended for Steffi. According to previews for the Bold and the Beautiful, Will Spencer's trap will end badly. The only question now is how much damage will result. Tricking Luna Nozawa is risky, but Will do just that with the police department's assistance. After everything is set up by Deputy Chief Bradley Baker, viewers will witness Will throwing himself at Luna in her apartment while wearing a wire. Will's decision to flirt with danger rather than Electra Forrester will delight duped Luna. Although Will's strategy is hazardous, he hopes to get Luna to confess to her scheme to harm Steffi Forrester. Regretfully, spoilers suggest that Will's plan will fail miserably. The situation will take a startling turn and result in some unsettling news once Luna discovers what Will is actually up to. Luna can suddenly become enraged and exact revenge on Will. Naturally, Luna will also be terrified of returning to prison, because by then she will most likely have confessed to her deadly Steffi plot. Will Luna end up shooting Will even though she purchased that gun with the goal of shooting Steffi? Luna might shoot Will, injuring him, and then flee the room after realizing his deceit. Luna might possibly take a less extreme approach, such as hitting Will in the head with a lamp or anything similar. But since Luna has been honing her aim, it makes more sense for that pistol to be used. When Luna runs away, this might make things more serious for her and endanger Will's life. If Will sustains major injuries, Electra will undoubtedly get extremely alarmed. The same is true for the other members of Will's family, thus this might become a medical emergency and a hospital waiting game. According to spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Will find himself in some terrifying situations no matter how you look at it. Stay in for updates on all the chaos that lies ahead. Is Ridge and Taylor getting married soon? According to teasers on the Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge must make a significant choice. Although Taylor Hayes might be unpredictable, Ridge Forrester never anticipated that she would ask him to marry her when they went out to lunch at Il Giardino. Since they were living in sin in his father's immoral home, Ridge believed that they were getting along well. However, he suddenly realizes that Taylor undoubtedly desires more. Logan Ridge has promised not to let Taylor down this time, even if he still harbors feelings for Brooke, but he isn't sure he's ready for another marriage. He had just gotten engaged to Brooke approximately 3 months prior, following a speedy annulment and a near marriage to Taylor 3 years prior. Thus, when Taylor pops the question, she will at least have that going for her. Is Ridge prepared for marriage, even if he seems obligated to stay with her? This might be the only way for Taylor to feel safe in their relationship. Katie Logan has a few things to say to Brooke regarding her man predicament as Ridge responds to Taylor. Despite being a member of Team Ridge for many years, Katie is aware of the toll that back and forth has done on her sister. She believes that Nick Marone might be her best option at this point, Therefore she has some advice for Brooke. John Finn Finnegan and Steffi Forrester Finnegan eagerly await the outcome of Will Spencer's scheme. He tells Luna Nozawa that he dumped Electra Forrester and entices her to Forrester Creations. Luna is duped, but will she be tricked for long? Or is Will going to end up in more danger than he could have ever dreamed? Electra and Hayes are caught in the actual crossfire of this tragedy in some way. Taylor suggested. Nick heard it all too. Will and Electra sat down with Steffi and Finn to talk about Luna. Electra needed to be aware that Luna posed a constant threat to the family, and that additional security would be there now that she was taking care of the children. Baker then entered to talk about their alternatives. There was just not much the cops could do right now, Baker told the audience. Luna hasn't committed any additional offenses since being pardoned and having her record cleared. But Finn had a thought. What if they could demonstrate that Luna had malicious intent? What if she was caught on camera scheming to kill Steffi? In the meantime, Luna let Sheila in. When her grandmother arrived for her, she was overjoyed. If it meant helping her pack and leave town, Sheila was more than pleased to be there. However, Luna didn't call for that reason. She won't be leaving. She went off about Steffi keeping her away from everyone because she is determined to be with her family. She was immediately silenced by Sheila. Steffi wasn't at blame for any of this, and Luna should back off. Will was persuading Baker to wire him up and send him in to woo Luna to the truth as Luna was boasting to her grandmother about her origami cranes and big secret plans for the future. Will insisted on doing his share to keep everyone safe, even if the idea was risky, particularly if Luna found out. He responded to Luna's SMS by telling her that he and Electra had broken up and wanted to see her. Katie checked in with Brooke about both business and pleasure at the same time. And we mean Nick when we say pleasure. Brooke was pleased to give Katie all the tea she requested. He does want her back, but she still has a strong romantic attachment to Ridge. Of course, Katie was worried. A wonderful man was being pushed away by her sister for someone who didn't truly want her. She advised her sister to move on and accept that he is with Taylor. Regarding Ridge, he was with Taylor at Il Giardino. She was curious about his thoughts about their future together. Naturally, Ridge assumed this was his response to discovering Nick with Brooke, and Taylor didn't exactly deny it, but she was also curious about the future of this. Can they have more if they've been living together for a while? Will you marry me, Ridge? Let's go back in time. When Sheila learned that Luna was blood, she embraced her with wide arms. She offered her a second opportunity at family, which is essentially sainthood to Sheila, and showered her with affection and hugs. She instructed Luna to act appropriately, to avoid Finn, to keep Will alone, and to retreat from the Forresters. What then did Luna do? The complete opposite. In stilettos, this girl has transformed from a giddy damsel to a calamity. As if she were trying out for a restraining order, she is following her father and his family. Despite being ordered to buzz off, she has the audacity to sneak outside Finn and Steffi's house and approach little Hayes as if it were a game. She annihilated the line, not simply crossed it. In addition to being insane, Luna is doing it while grinning and wearing lip gloss that begs the question. What boundaries? Liam's confession, Brooke's rescue, and Luna's escape updates and spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Let's explore the dramatic events that are taking place as we give you a sneak peek at the July sweeps. First of all, while she flees, the shadow of Luna Nozawa's impending menace will be present. Luna is about to flee after becoming entangled in Will Spencer's seduction plot. This July, Steffi Forrester and John Finn Finnegan may continue to worry about Luna as long as she is still at large. Although Jacqueline's maternity leave start date is unknown at this time, Steffi might eventually send the children to Europe for their protection. However, Ridge Forrester's upcoming plot could reveal something about what's to come. The future of Steffi's family should be bright, even if there is more mayhem surrounding Luna. If Steffi or the children were still dealing with major problems, it's difficult to think Ridge would go after Brooke Logan in Italy. In the next special episodes that will premiere in late July and are set in Naples and Capri, Ridge will play a significant role. Nick Marone will, of course, also be involved in the Italian plot. Nick will be going all out, as we can anticipate that he will eventually deepen their romance and even pop the question to Brooke with a ring. However, Brooke is about to have an accident that will finally show Ridge where his allegiances lie. A rescue situation is imminent, most likely following Brooke's unintentional plunge into a body of water while traveling. Ridge will have an epiphany and understand that Brooke is the only woman for him, regardless of whether Nick saves Brooke or Ridge takes decisive action. In order to resume her life, Taylor Hayes will have to find a way to let go of Ridge. In the meantime, it seems likely that Daphne Rose will comply with Steffi's desire to go back to Los Angeles. The trust that Carter Walton and Hope Logan are working to rebuild may be in jeopardy if Daphne returns. Daphne's off-screen affair with Carter has many fans wondering if she's pregnant, so that's definitely something to think about. Furthermore, it is anticipated that Liam Spencer's brain tumor symptoms may worsen, which would eventually lead him to tell May, Wyatt, and Bill Spencer. Finn, Steffi, and Hope have all been urging Liam to take on additional assistance. Given the upcoming poignant sequences, it appears that Liam may eventually tell his family his secret.